Hi, it's Alan with Y&L Landscaping Company, and I've created this video to show you the scope of work that I'm proposing for your yard. Um, this is a very involved project based on the volume of water that's coming across your yard. It's a lot to collect and a lot to move. So let me get started here and walk you through this. The first aspect is the where the water comes across. Let me see if I can get a some proper colors here so we can walk through this. So where the water comes across on an angle here, um, over by somewhere over by this pole where the water actually enters the area, we're going to put an 18-inch drain basin, and that's sort of going to be the first line of defense to get as much water as we can to drop into that drain basin. And we're going to run a dedicated line and out to the street to catch that flow. That's going to be, like I said, our first line of defense to try to reduce the volume of that water. So that's the first thing that'll happen, and then um, what you'll see from there. Let's start inside of the yard here. One of the first steps is that these trees will come out, and this area will be graded down. And we're talking about kind of a rectangular area that goes across this boundary back to this pump fence and then along the existing fence to the gate. And this will be excavated, the soil pulled out of here, and we're going to create uh, basically a large drain field. We lay filter fabric in, we put perforated pipe in, we're going to put drain stone on top, and then top that with some river rock so it has a kind of a nicer appearance to it. Um, so that'll be our sort of our second line of defense to capture, to give the water a place to drop into as it's flowing, and run some pipes out to the street there. We continue that drain field out here to the end of the house. Same thing, filter fabric, perforated pipe, stone on top. And also, not to mention, we'll be getting rid of all this stuff that you've built up here and placed in the area to get rid of to get rid of or to try to divert that water. This concrete pad will have to come out. Now, I know you have a downspout here that comes out. You've got a pipe that comes out of your pool pump, but all of that will just go into the drain field. That's all still fine. And then let's see if we can get a good view here. So that drain field will kind of terminate here. All of the pipes will run along the driveway out to the curb so we can send those out to the street. But additionally, we're going to have a stone bed that continues along here and follows along to out to the street, and that's sort of going to be our emergency spillway. It's a place where we can direct water to stay in that area and flow out to the street if it overwhelms our collection system. Um, so whatever we're not capturing in the pipes will flow out. Um, like I said, it's a pretty extensive project. I know that we discussed uh, a raised walkway. Now, what I've done is, because originally I suggested putting maybe sections of flagstone to create a walkway on top of our drain field, I have priced the main part of the project with that in mind, because it's an expensive project. The the walkway that you talked to me about, let's call it like a boardwalk. It's a raised walkway. Essentially, that's a deck, and it's a pretty good amount of square footage. With the pricing of building materials right now and for the foreseeable future, it's coming up to a pretty big number, in excess of $10,000. So I gave you that as an option, as an alternate. You can consider it. It does increase the cost of the project pretty substantially, and it's not a cheap project to begin with. So this is the scope of the work. One of the things we can also do is talk at a later date about some plantings um, around this spill. Oh, didn't want to do that around the spillway or around the stone bed to kind of make it look like a rain garden, to enhance it a little bit, make it more purposeful. But I didn't want to get complicated with that now. That's something, if you choose to move forward, we can look at. So this is the scope of the project. You can follow the link in the email to view your proposal. And just please reach out to me and let me know your thoughts on it. If there's anything else we need to discuss, any questions, I do want you to know we have some financing programs that you can take advantage of. And it's unfortunately a big project to have to take on, because your neighbors have changed their grading. But this is really the only solution I can offer you that's confined to your space. So again, thank you for watching this video. Please reach out to me with any questions or concerns and let me know your thoughts. Thanks.